So is this your first meal of the day? It's now almost 6 o'clock?
It will be, yeah.
Really? You have no breakfast, no lunch?
No.
Because?
Well, because it's clear, based on thousands of years of human existence, that eating less is, if it's not starvation or malnutrition, it's good for you.
Because why? What does it do?
So we didn't know why it was good for you. We thought that it was slowing down metabolism, but it's not the case. What's happening is it's turning on, when I'm not eating, or if you choose not to eat for a meal or two, you're turning on the body's defenses against aging.
Imagine if the secret to turning back the clock on aging was as simple as not eating for a bit. As you just see, David Sinclair, a prominent figure in the field of aging research, said fasting can help reverse aging. David is a professor at Harvard Medical School, known for his groundbreaking work on the biology of aging and his advocacy for the potential to extend human lifespan. So how does fasting could potentially make you feel younger and healthier? First, let's get clear on what fasting actually is. Fasting involves voluntarily abstaining from food for certain periods. There are several types of fasting, including intermittent fasting, where you cycle between periods of eating and fasting, time-restricted feeding, where you eat within a specific window each day, and fasting mimicking diets, which replicate the effects of fasting while still allowing you to eat some food. So, how does fasting help with aging? Fasting has gained significant attention in the scientific community for its potential to reverse aging. This practice triggers a biological process known as autophagy, where the body cleans out damaged cells and regenerates new ones. By giving our digestive system a break, fasting reduces oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which are key contributors to aging. Moreover, fasting enhances mitochondrial function, boosting energy production at a cellular level and improving overall vitality. The periodic abstention from food also promotes the release of growth hormones and increases insulin sensitivity, further contributing to cellular repair and longevity. These combined effects of fasting create a conducive environment for the body to rejuvenate itself, potentially slowing down the aging process and enhancing overall health and longevity. Let's continue watching the CBS's report.
For a meal or two, you're turning on the body's defenses against aging.
In our labs, we always have caloric restricted animal. Okay,
Yeah.
You take brothers, two groups, one eat whatever they want, the other gets 60% of that. And they live 40% longer and healthier. And people, and we know it since the 1950s, but people assumed that that means that you give less for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You just eat less throughout the day,
Right.
as opposed to, but that's not what it is though, right?
No. If we actually are giving them all the food throughout the day, they're thinner, but they don't live longer. So you need the fasting to upregulate the mechanism for aging.
Well, the trick to longevity is a term called hormesis, which is a little bit of stress on your body, biological stress. So running, bit of hunger, cold, heat, puts your body in a state of perceived adversity. So you don't have to hurt yourself, but you put your body in a kind of a scared state. Oh my goodness, I could die if this continues. And then they turn on these defenses against aging. So we have these genes that get turned on. Some of them that we work on are called sirtuins. And so by being hungry, we've shown that you turn these on and then your body defends itself. If you sit around and you eat constantly, they don't work very hard.
Really?
And your clock ticks faster.
When your body undergoes a very mild stressor, we're not talking about a major stressor, it actually becomes a little more resilient. So it's kind of this, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So these kind of really acute mild stressors actually can boost the resilience of your biology. And we think that things like fasting or caloric restriction is actually acting through that. And also same thing with exercise. Exercise is actually a stressor on the body, but we think it's actually the body's response to this that is what gives it the benefit.
So you've been doing this now for a long time. What do you do personally?
I eat a plant-based diet, and I try to do what's called intermittent fasting. Again, the science is still out on whether this is having a big impact. I try to kind of restrict the time I eat during the day to about 6 hours, and then fast the rest of the day. I usually eat my first meal at like 1 in the afternoon, so around lunchtime, but maybe a little later lunch. And then I try and make sure I don't eat anything past 8 p.m. So I basically brush my teeth when my daughter's going to bed, and that's it.
And do you do it for your family as well?
I definitely don't do it for my daughter. I don't think, individuals who are still growing should be practicing either caloric restriction or any type of kind of dietary intervention. My husband is not in favor of that. He's a big New York bagel lover, so he's not willing to give that up.
Trying to fast like I do right out of the gate is really tough. You should ease into it or you'll fail.
Have you noticed a difference?
In my diet or in my health?
Just in the way you feel.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel sharper. I'm not feeling bloated anymore. I don't feel full at meals.
Yeah.
Try 1 meal a day. Drink coffee, drink tea, drink water, fill up your stomach. You'll get used to that. Give it at least 2 weeks for your body to get used to it and your liver to start making its own sugar. And then try lunch as well. And you might find that you've never felt better, looked better, been able to concentrate better during the day and even sleep better.
Now, if you're thinking about trying fasting to reap these anti-aging benefits, here are some practical tips. First, start gradually. Don't jump into prolonged fasting right away. Start with intermittent fasting or a time-restricted eating window. Second, stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water and consider electrolyte supplements to stay hydrated during fasting periods. Last but not least, consult a professional. Always talk to a healthcare provider before starting any fasting regimen, especially if you have existing health conditions or are on medication. In summary, fasting shows great promise in helping reverse some aspects of aging through processes like autophagy, stem cell regeneration, and improved metabolic health. While the science is still evolving, incorporating fasting into your lifestyle could be a powerful tool for enhancing longevity and overall health. Remember, always approach fasting with caution and professional guidance. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more health insights, and let us know in the comments what other topics you'd like to know.